You're not just here to spread the word of hope. You're also engaging with new home care at times, at early hours of the morning, crazy hours of the morning, to get some help for some people you know.
A lot of this role, a lot of people think, oh, Lady Mary's must be so amazing. There's a perception of it which is completely wrong. What actually the role is pastoral care, providing hope to charities. A lot of the charities, for example, are led by people who are struggling to get money, but their needs never been greater. They don't have support, and we're having massive burnout. So we just got to keep them there so that they don't fail, so that there's people out there who are desperately in need of those services who'll need them. And it could be very boutique. It could be a sickness. It could be any number of food scarcity. But everyone at the moment is suffering from chronic burnout. And so, I've lost my train of thought. I don't know what was
You've come to
That's right.
Yeah.
And so you get to see these people and they talk to you. They're usually desperate by the time they talk to you, by the time you have that conversation. And after a while, I was brought up where I could recognise brokenness I'm very comfortable with it. I know what it looks like. And perhaps we might choose to ignore it when someone is on the edge. And as I said, it may be really ugly, it may not look how we want it to look, it's always messy, but they seem to reach out to people like us after we've spoken, and there's usually, they're on the absolute edge of desperation, and it has always been great that I've been able to get in touch, to go, this is a chance. You're at the end. These people aren't the beginning of their struggle with addiction, they're usually at the end of no hope, no support. They've burned through all their relationships, their marriages, their work, their support systems. They've got nothing left but hope, but veto, which is, and this is what I love when a charity has the name of what it is, a return to hope. And that's what that is, a reminder that no matter where you come from, no matter what has happened to you, that you have the ability to come back, that we've been given that grace, no matter what. We can return to hope.
We've heard a couple of stories of that return tonight, and your faith is very, very strong. How do you action your faith? You do community work here tonight. You support Adrian in his role as the Mayor of Brisbane. You're into so many different activities. How does your faith, what's your faith in action? With all the many things you do, especially your motherhood, and being the wife that you are, and the job that you do?
I'll be really frank with you, I struggle with my faith. I've never struggled with believing who God is and what He stands for and why Jesus had to die. But I have struggled as a person with it. I've gone. I think one of the ladies here, I don't remember your name, Natalie, you talked about the fact that you're backslidden. Yeah, I'm familiar with that state. And I come back. And I'm also familiar with the state where He says to us, do not be lukewarm, do not be hot or cold, otherwise He's going to spew out of His mouth, not be lukewarm, sorry. And that's probably the thing that I struggle with. I know what I need to do intellectually, but it's a hard thing. And moving towards that, making sure I put things in practice. And I guess the good news is that I'm not self-righteous. I come from that position of great process brokenness. I understand these people. I would never want them to feel judged by me. And I'm so glad. And I mentioned to you before that we were broken down before we took this role. Absolutely. We were broken down to remember that we are bond servants. We are there to execute what He wants us to do. And it's very, very, very different than you would expect. Servitude, a true belief in helping others. And I don't always get it right. I struggle with many things, and I mean ugly things. But I do very much try to remember to stay in my lane. I've been given a role as mother and also as wife. Those things are so important. I cannot neglect them and then go and help people when I'm not helping those people that have been put in my care. I would also say to people in this room, and this is the thing that touches me most, and I would say it's begun to really resonate with me. When you think of the Good Samaritan, when you stop by the road about the beat-up man, he busy trader on the way to conduct business. He didn't have the time. But you know what he did? First of all, he stopped. He didn't think someone else was going to look after this person. He took responsibility for that person. Stop. A busy trader, and we're all busy. No excuses. Stop. Look down. That person is broken and he is bleeding and he needs your help. Doesn't matter what these other people have done when they've walked past. He needs your help tonight, right now, this decision, every day. And it may not look broken and bleeding. It may look far less obvious than that. But he stopped. He didn't say, I'm going to look after this man. He had other places to go. That wasn't his specialty. He took this person to an inn. He paid the innkeeper to look after him. And this is the thing. You do not have to be frontline, but you do have to stop. You do have to take responsibility for the community that we live in. And you do have to support the charities that are doing the frontline work, like Rito. And what I really like about Rito, for example, is that these learned stories. We have people who have suffered from terrible addiction giving hope to people who feel hopeless, unworthy, and unlovable, and reminding them here, I am at the end of the struggle. You have a choice too. I've made it. You can too. Because most of these people, a lot of people, they say that alcohol is a gateway drug, or marijuana. It's not a gateway drug. What a gateway drug is, or what a gateway is neglect, poverty, a lack of love in the home growing up, a lack of inner discipline. And these things contribute to an overwhelming brokenness or trauma that I think makes people susceptible to drink. And then the more they drink, perhaps the more they need it, because the more they burn through those relationships and burn through those opportunities. And so, all of us have a part to play, but it's different. I noticed that they call the Samaritan good. Just be good. You don't have to be great.